Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. We're going to be learning English through conversations today,
Yeah, using easy words.
just like we always try to do.
That's right.
And we're going to be talking about getting ready for a party today. So
Ah,
think of this as
yeah.
like a little practice session
Exactly.
for your English skills. And we even have a title for today's deep dive.
Oh, I like that.
It's called Preparing for a Housewarming.
Perfect. So we're going to be imagining we're helping our friend Ella get ready for her housewarming party. And I'm going to be Ella today.
And I'll be Alex, her friend who's coming over to help.
Yes.
Before we start explaining everything, let's listen to the whole conversation first. So,
Okay, let's do it.
hi, Ella.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for coming. The living room still needs some decorations.
I can help you arrange the furniture.
That would be great. I'm quite overwhelmed with all the preparations.
How many guests are you expecting?
Around 10 people, I should start preparing some refreshments.
I brought some scented candles to create a cozy atmosphere.
You're such a thoughtful friend. Let's set them up near the windowsill.
So how did you like our performance?
I think we did a great job. And did you notice how Ella was feeling a little stressed? She used the word overwhelmed.
Right. That's a good word to know because we all feel that way sometimes, especially when we're getting ready for a party.
And what about refreshments? Do you know what that means?
Well, I know it's something you have at a party.
That's right. It means drinks and snacks. So now that we've heard the whole conversation, are you ready to go over some of the key words and phrases?
Let's do it.
Okay, so first we heard Ella say, the living room still needs some decorations. A living room is a room in a house where people sit and talk or watch TV, and decorations are things you use to make a room look pretty, like flowers or pictures.
So when Ella said the living room still needs some decorations, she meant that her living room wasn't ready for the party yet.
Exactly. Then Alex said, I can help you arrange the furniture. Furniture means the big things in a room like chairs, tables, and sofas arrange, means to move things around.
So Alex was offering to help Ella move the furniture to make the living room look nice for the party.
Exactly. Remember that phrase, arrange the furniture? You might need it when you're getting ready for your own party. Okay, next, Ella says, I'm quite overwhelmed with all the preparations. Like we talked about before, overwhelmed means feeling like you have too much to do, and preparations are all the things you need to do to get ready for something.
So Ella was saying that she had a lot to do to get ready for the party, and she was feeling stressed about it.
That's right. Then Alex asked her, how many guests are you expecting? A guest is someone you invite to your house. Expect means to think something will happen.
So Alex was asking Ella how many people she thought would come to her party.
Exactly. Remember that question. It's a very useful one. How many guests are you expecting? You can use it at any party or event.
Okay, what happened next?
Next, Ella said, around 10 people, I should start preparing some refreshments.
Right. Around means about.
And we already talked about refreshments.
You're right. Those are the drinks and snacks that you have at a party.
Exactly. So Ella was expecting about 10 people at her party, and she was going to start getting the drinks and snacks ready.
Okay, got it. What happened next?
Then Alex said, I brought some scented candles to create a cozy atmosphere. Scented candles are candles that smell nice and cozy, means warm and comfortable. Atmosphere means the feeling in a room.
Oh, I see. Alex brought scented candles to make Ella's living room feel warm and welcoming for the party.
Exactly. Remember those words? Scented candles and cozy atmosphere. They're great for talking about making a room feel nice.
Okay, what did Ella say then?
Ella said, you're such a thoughtful friend. Let's set them up near the windowsill.
Thoughtful means kind and caring.
That's right. And set up means to put something in place.
And what's a windowsill?
A windowsill is that little shelf at the bottom of a window. So Ella was thanking Alex for being such a good friend, and then they were going to put the candles on the windowsill.
That makes sense. We covered a lot of words and phrases in just this short conversation. It's amazing how much we can learn from just a few lines of dialogue.
You're absolutely right, and we're going to keep learning even more. We still have so much to talk about. Are you ready to dive back in?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so we've talked about some of the key words from that conversation, but there's always more to learn. Let's go back to the beginning and look at some of the phrases again.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm ready to learn more.
Remember when Alex said, I can help you arrange the furniture? Arrange is a very useful word. You can use it for a lot of different things, not just furniture.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. What else can you arrange?
Well, you can arrange flowers in a vase, or you can arrange books on a shelf. You can even arrange a meeting with someone.
Wow. I see what you mean. Arrange is a very useful word.
It is. And you can practice using it in different ways to improve your English. Now let's think about what Ella said when she was feeling stressed. She said, I'm quite overwhelmed with all the preparations.
Right, and we talked about how overwhelmed means feeling like you have too much to do.
Exactly. And when Ella said that she was giving Alex a chance to help her, it's good to tell your friends how you feel that way. They can help you.
That's a good point. If I was at Ella's party, I would want to help her too.
I bet you would. And you could use a phrase like, is there anything I can do to help? You seem a bit overwhelmed. That's a great way to offer your help to a friend.
That is a really helpful phrase. I'm going to try to remember that one.
Good. It's always good to practice new phrases. Now, what about those scented candles?
Oh, yes. Alex said, I brought some scented candles to create a cozy atmosphere.
Exactly. That's a great phrase to use when you're talking about making a room feel nice. Scented candles can make a room smell good, and a cozy atmosphere makes people feel relaxed and comfortable.
Right. It's like those words paint a picture in your mind. You can almost smell the candles and feel the warmth of the room.
Exactly. And you can use that same structure to talk about other things too. For example, you could say soft music to create a relaxing mood, or bright colors to create a cheerful vibe.
Wow. That's really helpful. It's like a formula for describing how things make you feel.
Exactly. And speaking of words that paint a picture, let's talk about that windowsill where Ella and Alex put the candles.
Oh, yes. It's such a specific word, but it perfectly describes that little shelf under the window.
You're right. And when you learn more specific words like that, you can express yourself more clearly. Instead of saying, I put the candle on the thing near the window, you can say, I put the candle on the windowsill.
That sounds so much better. I'm definitely going to try to use that word more often.
Great. Now, before we move on, remember, we've only talked about a few lines from the whole conversation. But even in those few lines, there are so many words and phrases that you can use in other situations.
That's true. We talked about the living room, the furniture, the guests, and the preparations. We talked about a cozy atmosphere and scented candles.
That's right. And we talked about feeling overwhelmed. All of those words are very useful.
They are. I feel like I'm learning so much already.
That's great to hear. And the best way to remember all these words is to keep practicing them. Say them out loud, even if you're talking to yourself.
That's good advice. I'm going to try that.
I think you'll be surprised how much it helps. Now, are you ready for the final part of our deep dive?
I am. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are back for the final part of our deep dive.
I'm ready.
Me too. I'm excited to see, what else we can learn from this conversation about getting ready for a party.
Yeah, it's amazing how much we can learn from just a short conversation.
I know, and it's something that everybody does right.
That's true.
Like everybody has parties, so...
Especially housewarming parties, when you move into a new house.
Oh, that's what a housewarming party is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. So it's like all these phrases that we're learning are perfect for talking about housewarming parties.
Yes, but you can use them for any party, a birthday party, or just a get-together with your friends.
Right, okay, so very versatile phrases.
Yes, very
that we can
versatile.
use in a lot of situations.
Yes.
So remember how at the beginning Ella said, the living room still needs some decorations. That one sentence really started the whole conversation.
It did, yeah. It gave Alex a chance to offer help.
Yeah, and then it led to him offering to help arrange the furniture and then her telling him how many guests she was expecting. So it all started with that one sentence about the decorations.
That's true. Yeah.
That's really interesting. So even just a simple sentence can be really powerful.
Yes, and it shows how important it is to communicate with your friends. If you need help, just tell them.
That's good advice. Okay, so now what about that word refreshments? We talked about how it means drinks and snacks, But I feel like it means more than that.
It does. It's not just about the food and drinks. It's about being welcoming and making your guests feel comfortable.
Oh, so it's like a way of showing your friends that you care about them by offering refreshments.
Exactly. It's a nice way to make people feel welcome in your home.
Yeah. And that seems like a pretty universal thing, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Like in a lot of cultures, it's like you offer your guests food or drinks as like a sign of hospitality.
Yes, definitely.
That's really interesting. I'm starting to understand that learning English is about more than just memorizing words. It's
Yeah.
about understanding like how people use language to connect with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm really glad we had this deep dive today. I feel like I learned a lot.
Me too. And remember, the best way to improve your English is to keep practicing, listening to conversations, read books, and talk to people whenever you can.
That's great advice. And if you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. We'll be back with more deep dives into interesting conversations.
That's right. See you next time.
Thanks for joining the conversation here at Kaz English. We hope you found it fun and informative. Don't forget to check out kazapp.uk. That's kazapp.uk for more tips, resources, and interactive practice. Keep exploring, keep chatting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.